Hey guys, with this one right here, we're gonna be checking out AV9. Hey, shout out to the AV9s with the hashtag. But you got Swift9, Roman. You got the Roman, Swift9 coming into it, and the AV9. You got the AV9 with the whole Swift9. And just that that just coming in and triples. But you got the Roman, everything else, and just with the got the most hashtag AV9, especially with the AV9s, because they real sketchy and elevate, and they have their their elements moments and their dangerous moments and stuff like that. But you just got with this whole thing, with the Roman.
Leave the army, don't bang about my boy that live overseas. Cool my baby down, I spread my semen in the ovaries. Making bands for the family, that's how it's supposed to be. Do this rap shit cause I can, I'm not trying to blow my G. My demons dance up over me, praying shit's compulsory. Bitching for the fans and for the gram. Give it over G, I roll the weed. Spark it in the room and smell that potent weed. Flexing on
J1, that's flames, man.
Yeah. Run that, yeah.
Josh.
Yeah, man. She say she's wanting a Roman boy, so the Roman boy's too lovely. Tall man Chris Humphries, Debo again doing up cross country. Yo, babe, let's go on a ride. Buckle up, the ride gets bumpy. When you get to the crib, oh my, yeah, they can.
Ooh, and it gets, hey, like they say, it gets dangerous. It gets all that, like, with the whole thing. He said it gets bumpy, he said, buckle those seat belts, because, it gets real bumpy. It gets real bumpy and all that other stuff. Like, it can get real bumpy, especially going on a cruise and, whatever you're doing, especially as you, especially with them, because, in cars, like, especially when you go fast and stuff like that, you have your swishes and you be like, you be flying through it. But just with the whole thing coming into it, like, with the whole thing and the main thing, and then he got and then you got like you got the glow stick lights. Like, I don't even, you got some glowy with the glow stick lights, but just with the whole thing, just over and missing.
Yeah, man. She say she's wanting a Roman boy, so the Roman boy's too lovely. Tall man Chris Humphries, Debo again doing up cross country. Yo, babe, let's go on a ride. Buckle up, the ride gets bumpy. When you get to the crib, oh my, yeah, thinking her belly when hungry. Bro, pebble it down like a restaurant order. Pack up the tubs with food. If you're innocent, get out the way, let the 9 boys have entry through. Boogie in the rave, man, boogie in the function. Strapped up with the hands on my flute. Mask on cause of COVID virus, getting quick blows at you. My bro's high, and I'm burst, couldn't care less about these stupid questions. Anonymous hoe wanna question me, recommend you confront your best friend. Me and F like the violent sibling, violent neighbors on violent things. Cross the border with hands on hip now. Anonymous hoe wanna question me, recommend you confront your best friend. Me and F like the violent sibling, violent neighbors on violent things. Cross the border with hands on hip, now he walks with a lip like an old school pimp. Stop it, I'm not even with them, man. I'm just in it for the fame and attention. Kinda rate the confession, wet man's head, holy blessing. The DS box never vacant, broke up the thing, kinda looks even with them.
Ooh, and the way it's just like the way it's just papoosing and everything else, like the way it's just like looting and stuff like that, like the way he said, the hips and everything else, wet man antations, leave man just with the antation of, splattering him and having his whole thing, even him being gone, like even splash, like they say, it gets splashy, come from that whole side of it right there, like he said, wet man down and everything else, and it's like, you don't even know what happened, or that whole thing. But just the main contagious, and he said, like, just like the vaccine and everything else with the COVID coming to miss, and like, you just got the main retreats.
Them, man, I'm just in it for the fame and attention. Kinda rate the confession, wet man's head, holy blessing. The DS box never vacant, broke up the thing, kinda looks no ancient. Still make a man jump like basement, crowd go wild, ooh, amazing. She's in love with a Roman soldier on the up block, let's rock like rovers. Head fucked, you're hardly sober, pre-rider, tryna back my boner. None of this talking the Roman boys works out when you rip man's core out. Then again, get stretched like yoga, hit him in the head, make a nigga just zone out. She's in love with
Ooh, then again, get stretched just like a rope. Ooh, just like a rover. I don't know what you could call those bandy things, but just like those bandy things, like they say, I don't know what those. It's like some bandy stuff that you use. It's like it's some workout stuff, but he said get stretched like a over, just like a rover.
The Roman soldier on the up block, let's rock like rovers. Head fucked, you're hardly sober. Pre-ride out, tryna back my boner. None of this talk on the Roman boys works out when you rip my score out. Then again, get stretched like yoga. Hit them in the head, make a nigga just zone out. Bro, fuck that shit.
Oh, like yoga, okay, like yoga.
I know that your vest could've reached your stalling. Inconspicuous man in no black just came to my door like 8 in the morning. What the heck did I do now? They want sanction me like Cuba. 30 guys just ran for their life. She's like, babe, how do you do that? I don't know how we done that, baby. Sweet one tryna have my baby. Got a whap, no cup, but like bros, the beat's too much, it's too damn crazy. 0 L's where you taking my line. When you ride like a stush little lady. Think mom's concerned, my case a gent, tryna sign me in school for safety. Talk your shit, I'ma talk my shit. Cause you make props scream, I'll save me. How the fuck on the other side rate me? Always in the paint like 80. Bands in your head like a Niger man. All of this cake cause you feeling like Pagey. The Perry's too hot for my life, that's why they're trying to sing like Katie. She's in love with a Roman soldier on the up block, let's rock like rovers. Head fucked, you're hardly sober. Pre-ride out, trying to back my boner. None of this talk on the Roman boys works out when you rip my score out. Then again, get stretched like yoga. Hit them in the head, make a nigga just zone out. She's in love with a Roman soldier on the up block, let's rock like rovers. Head fucked, you're hardly sober. Pre-ride out, trying to back my boner. None of this talk on the Roman boys works out when you rip my score out. Then again, get stretched like yoga. Hit them in the head, make a nigga just zone out. We slapped up Nicks, and he gave us his gums as well. She keeps posting up Snapchat throwbacks, throw back on my stick as well. Third leg make Lisa Mona, messing her hair and I broke a nail. I'd rather go broke than snitch or end up at the wing with my bros in jail. Yeah. As well.
Ooh, see, come on, like they the most, like their music and stuff like that is so much, elements. Like it's mainly, mess underrated too, cause they have a lot of like miss lyrics, like especially their lyrics, 'cause they really be, overtaking, like they say, take over, like take over game. Like I feel like, they the most take over, game, because it's like the way they lyrics coming up, especially their culture, like their culture, their drill, like they got a culture of drill, like even coming from the whole thing, like even them, like they have their own type of benefits. Like I feel like, Chicago and the youth is the main things. Those are the two keys. Like, I feel like those are the two hashtag trending things, because it's like when you look at it, those are the most topic drill scenes coming from those areas, because they had those two, finish scripts. Like as you look at it and you look at what's really going around.
She keeps posting up Snapchat throwbacks, throw back on my stick as well. Third leg make Lisa Mona, messing her hair and I broke a nail. I'd rather go broke than snitch or end up at the wing with my bros in jail. Yeah.
Hey, but this was something else though. You got Roman, Swift9, especially, especially for him even to do his, to come in and, do a dolo one coming into it, just a solo coming into it, and him just having this whole thing. But you just got the Roman and music video and everything else. But AV9 coming into it, Swift9, how I'm seeing it and everything else. But this with this one coming into it and everything else, and everything with this, Scaniments. But check this one out most definitely, and everything else. But other than that, I'm out.